It's time for this week's episode of Brandon Sports Talk, featuring in-depth interviews from those who are trending in the world of athletics. And now, here's the host of Brandon Sports Talk, Brandon Pate.
Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege to interview USA Rugby's professional player, Katana Howard. How are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you? Nice to be on here.
I'm doing good. Can you talk about how you knew that you wanted to get involved in professional rugby?
Yeah, basically I just started in high school and got the chance to play for my university team, and I didn't have any plans of going professional at all when I had started there. And just as I got more serious into it, after I joined the Women's Premier League, I realized it's something I could go pretty far in. And I just caught a bug and just stuck with it.
What was your time like going to Minnesota?
Well, I was born and raised there, so it was normal. I started when I was 17 there at high school, and just got a really tight knit crew of friends and players really, and basically stuck with them. They're some of my best friends now and lifelong friends for sure.
What was that feeling like of putting on your first college jersey for Minnesota?
First college jersey was pretty wild. Like in high school, I didn't even think I was going to be good enough to play college. So just one of our coaches, Brad, said I should just try it out, and went for it. And it was just crazy to start the career there.
How was it like, obviously, getting involved with such a young age and obviously rugby?
It was good. I think it's like a privilege to start that young. A lot of girls don't get started until, college in their 20s. So I think I was very fortunate to be introduced to it so young. I think I got a good foot in the door. I started playing scrum half, so um, it needed a good knowledge of like passing and kicking and stuff. So I think that definitely helped me to get to where I am now.
What was it like in 2013 when you played on the under 20 US team?
That was definitely a crazy experience. I had gone to the camp just to play, really. I didn't expect to make the team at all. And I remember I was going grocery shopping when I found out that I had actually made the team. And I was actually by myself at the time, and I just couldn't contain my excitement. I was walking all around the store, just honestly had to pinch myself because I just couldn't believe it.
Of course, in 2014, what was it like getting drafted and selected into the Women's Premier League?
That was a really crazy experience too, considering the players that were on the team I play for are the Twin Cities Amazons, and considering the players that played for the team, we had a lot of national national players on the team. Sylvia Broughton, Linnell, even Reebok are the coach now, actually. But I think that was also another experience I was very fortunate for, is getting into that team so young. But yeah, it was crazy.
So what was that moment like of going to the 2014 Premier League Championship?
That was definitely crazy because the year before I was just playing. I was actually playing flanker for the Amazon B2 team, and then that year, after some of the players had retired, I was starting at fly half and made it to the national championship and beat Berkeley for the third place game to get to the final. And I think I was still 21, 22 or something. So just trying to basically soak everything up and just enjoy the experience and just play how I knew I could.
What was it feeling like for you, obviously, when you found out that you were selected for the women's national team?
Another pinch me moment. I had actually just torn my AC joints, so I was like crying after the game, and I was just really hurting. And Rob Kane came to the sideline and told me in that moment that I was in the pool. And even then, like, it was a crazy experience, but I never thought that. I mean, the pool is like, I think 50 girls or something, and I was like, obviously like so grateful, but I still didn't think much would come of it. But I was honored and very surprised.
What was it feeling like of putting on that first USA jersey?
Um, uh, Almost indescribable, I guess. I remember my national teammates when they came back from camp and tours. Like I remember just wanting like their USA socks. Like I thought that was like the craziest thing ever. I was like, oh, like, I'm actually gonna get a pair of socks that they wore and stuff like that. So I don't know, to have my jerseys now, it's just I feel like I just constantly have to pinch myself. Honestly, just very grateful and just excited to play like I know how to play and play at such a high level.
Of course, what was that debut match like for you?
The debut match, sorry, you cut out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely wild. The first cap was against England at 2019 Super Series, and I was coming off the bench, and the starting fly half, Gabby Cantorna, actually cut her eye, I think in like either the 15th or 19th minute or something early. So, I was expecting to come on at like 60, 70, just kind of put some time in. So I had to just run on at like 15 or 19 or whenever she went out early, and just shot right into the game, and just kind of had to, I don't know, just play my best, just play how I knew.
Of course, when you shot out in the game, were there a bit nerves, obviously meaning obviously your debut match and stuff?
Yeah, definitely, especially like leading up. When it comes to game day, it's similar, you warm up, um, just kind of, being with the girls and whatnot, but definitely the lead up to it was, I definitely have some nerves. I've gotten better at that now, but at the beginning, definitely confidence was a factor. And yeah, I just wanted to make sure that, I made my family proud and that I did want to represent the US, to the best of my abilities. And I just wanted to try and fill that role.
What was it like winning, obviously, the first ever Super Series?
The first game we won against Canada was a crazy experience. It was like the third game we had played, and we had a rough go of it at the beginning. And going into the match, we just wanted to try and execute as much as we could, and we played so well throughout the match. And last minute corner kick try to Chris Thomas sealed the deal. We kind of played a bit possession at the end to run the clock out, and I mean that was an amazing feeling. That's still the first game I've won on the U.S. team, so I'll remember that one forever.
What was it like this previous year going to the Olympics for the first time?
Oh no, that's what I was saying about I didn't go to the Olympics.
What was it like, obviously, getting to see, obviously, your teammates go to the Olympics to represent, obviously, U.S.?
Seeing them was actually really nice. Like I had played with a few of them. Well, for sure, Chris Thomas at Super Series, but then seeing Lowe and Kershey and all them there was amazing. Definitely cheering them on and rooting for them.
What are some of your future plans when it comes to your rugby career?
That's a good question. Right now I'm in Sale in Manchester, England, playing in the Prem here. My eyes right now, the only thing I'm really worried about is World Cup coming up this fall. So, up until then, just focusing on, honing what I'm doing, getting fitter, getting faster, getting stronger. And then after that, got to decide. But World Cup is on my mind only right now.
What is it going to be like? Obviously, are you preparing for this upcoming Olympics?
No, I won't be preparing for that.
What are some of your favorite memories and moments throughout your career?
I think your question about putting the jersey on was crazy. Like, my family got to be there as well. It was really nice playing in front of them and having them see me, make my dreams come true. Winning that third place game in the WPL, nationals was something I'll never forget. The beating Canada, something I'll never forget. Some really good moments.
What advice would you give future players looking to play rugby?
I would say that you just try to be a sponge, try and absorb everything you can, stay positive, and just control what you can control.
What advice would you give those professional rugby players that are looking to make it on the national team just like how you did?
I'd say take every opportunity you can to play. Like the question you asked about U20s, like I was just going to the camp to get rugby in. I didn't think I was going to be seen or make the team at all, but I would just say get out there as much as you can and just play and watch as much rugby as you can.
What advice would you give those rugby players that are looking to go to the Olympics for the first time?
I would say just try and get as fit as possible, as fast as possible. Try and get into try to get into sevens nationals. I feel like that's where the eyes are. WPL nationals and the club sevens nationals are going to be where a lot of eyes are. So try and make it to a team that can make it there and just show out.
That's great advice. Where can my listeners find you at on social media?
I use Instagram mainly. I'm at Katana_banana9.
Thank you again, Katana Howard, for your interview, and best of luck in your future with the USA Rugby.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you very much.
You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Facebook at Brandon Sports Talk, Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Chalk_Brandon, and you can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, Katana, for your interview, and best of luck in your future.
Thank you. You too.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.